It is Wednesday, the 18th of July. This is Travel Series episode 16. Roll the titles. My name is Jack Neal, and in this programme I take you on a journey. Welcome to Travel Jack's Journeys. Good morning everyone, welcome to episode 16 on Travel Jack's Journeys. For this journey we are going to Blackpool. Now the last time we went to Blackpool we ended up catching a replacement bus service. Let's have a look at the replacement bus service. That was back in January when they were upgrading the Preston to Blackpool line. They were electrifying it. Since we're in July now, the line is now open and electric trains are now running to Blackpool. They're using 319s. I thought they'd be using 323s. More details on that in a minute. We're down at Glasgow Central waiting for the 0653 ARRIVA Trains Wales Service to Birmingham International, taking us as far as Wolverhampton, calling it Wolverhampton only. That should be a class 158, and then we'll be jumping on the 0737 Virgin Pendolino Service to Glasgow Central. We're taking that one to Warrington Bank Quay. I'll explain in a minute. We're calling at Crewe and Warrington Bank Quay. We're going to Warrington Bank Quay for 8:26, and then we're on the brand new 0845 Virgin Pendolino Service to Blackpool North. Yes, Virgin trains to run into Blackpool North now. 3 trains a day run from London Euston to Blackpool North. They call out Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North, also called out Rugby. So we'll board the 8:45 at Warrington Bank Quay, taking us all the way to Blackpool North, calling out, well I've just said the calling points but I'll say it again, Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North. Going to Blackpool North for 0937. Hopefully we'll see the other Pendolino services will run into Blackpool North as well. On the Heritage Tram tours today we have got Standard 147 and Bush Car 621. Both of them I needed a photo of. And there are 2 brand new trams out as well, trams 17 and 18, so that's one of the reasons why we're going up to Blackpool North to see the trams.
Train to arrive at platform 2.
It's been out soon for the Westminster Railway.
38 West Midlands.
Yes, so we're going on Pendolino to
service
Blackpool North. When I get to
via
Blackpool North, I'll
Oaken
explain the
Gates.
return train plan.
Oaken
It'd be
Gates,
similar but I'll change at
Wellington
Preston, then
and
Wolverhampton.
Shrewsbury. This
I'll
train
see you
has
filming the
4
train
carriages.
arriving into
Change
Telford
at
Central.
Shrewsbury
I should
will
point out we
services
could have
to
got the
Hereford.
0700 Virgin Supervoyager service to London Euston to Wolverhampton, but because it's a Voyager I thought, nah, don't like them, so I thought, oh, I'll get a 158 ride in. Good excuse to ride a 158. We'll see who it is when it turns up. Here comes my train, 0653, we're Crewe Services to Birmingham International I, 8:30. This is 158 operates on the 0653 ARRIVA Trains Wales Service to Birmingham International takes place Wolverhampton only. We've just left Telford Central. The next stop is Wolverhampton.
Birmingham International I. We're now arriving into Wolverhampton.
We are now at Wolverhampton 61016.
It's now 7:13. We're here at Wolverhampton, just waiting for the 0737 Virgin Pendolino Service to Glasgow Central, taking us as Warrington Bank Quay. Then we'll change on to another Pendolino into Blackpool North. Here comes my train, the 0737 Virgin Pendolino Service to Glasgow Central, taking us as Warrington Bank Quay. It's 390 152. Final departing Wolverhampton. The next stop is Crewe.
Oh, and this one? Yeah, yeah.
I watched it, yeah, when I watched it.
Yeah. Come on. You want to sit on my lap? Who's yours?
Welcome on board Virgin Trains. We'll be travelling to Glasgow Central, calling at Crewe, Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Penrith, Carlisle.
Coffee.
Mila Kunis.
Oh God, everyone likes that. You know, in La La Land, you know the woman. La La Land, the one with that man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the woman.
Yeah.
Tom likes her. But a lot of people like her as well. I think it's Mila Kunis. I don't know whatever her name is. Do you know her one,
yeah.
I says to her, you know, if you met her.
This is occasional announcement. The shop is open for the salad tea, coffee, cappuccinos, lattes, hot chocolate, sandwiches, bacon rolls, porridge, and sweets and savoury snacks. The shop is now situated in Close C. Whether you accept cash, debit, and credit card payments. Thank you.
That's how that think it is.
If you bought
It's very forward.
medical coffee for less than £2. You've got coffee. How do you pronounce it?
No, dog egg. Dog egg. Dog egg. You got that out. I don't really have much coffee. I use Kento.
Yeah, you've got
I prefer that.
I've got the parts, I've got some shoes, 22 Crewe.
Do you remember? Yeah.
I went that way.
Yourself?
Well, my dad, he says, oh, I can do this if you want.
Yeah.
Well, my dad said, he says, maybe if I'm money, my dad, I'll get them if you want. Well, are you sure? I don't believe them, you know, out of there. We got there, it was £75 for 22.
That's good.
But listen to this, I went to the till, they had a £22 sticker in there, so I'll try both for mine, walking in, cushions, salt, or something, so. Put in there, I put £22 in, so on the back one, you got 5p. So I went to a fight, I'm not what about me now, changing at all. They are meant to be 30 today. Tomorrow being reduced to 22 tomorrow. And I went, But I'm going to charge you 22 for you now. So I will have to pay 30, so like, obviously today would have been £8 cheaper. Which is like,
You have to, like,
I'm going to pay for that.
colour you got.
Joseph, that's through Stafford,
You can't even hear what the signs.
which is where I catch the bus sometimes.
It's weird. But when I first met him, I didn't really like something like that. But I think because it kept on playing, I started to this weird. I started to like some songs and you'd never think you'd like it. I have. I've started to like some of them songs. And when he goes to them with his mates, he always turns into a big massive bush.
Why are they not just punchy?
Well, when
It's not to me. It looks more or less more than well, but
you push each other. You don't push each other. But like when the song gets a bit popular, everyone starts like pushing and then you get into a bit and then you start jumping and it like gets massive. You know, and some of it's like little things.
Stafford.
Like, I can't do it. You can't, like, you know, talk to me. You would be able to, and then you start like pushing each other.
someone punching out the James.
They're all like that.
We will shortly be arriving at Crewe, and here we have a Crossrail Elizabeth Line train 345043. Wasn't expecting to see that yet.
And I had a friend very strong and very accepting. And then the first thing he went, you know, he was like, hello, and he says, right, and he says, yeah. He says, the first thing he was kind of like, was that just in that song, or did you write it? He's like, did you just want it to be a
Because these means trains 156.
And I was really scared. And I was like,
Yeah,
you get a bit like, push through it, and I was
This is Crewe.
just really weird, like, okay, like, I was just,
I know what you're saying, yeah.
I was really like, I just didn't feel in the mode.
It was strange really because I think the girl I was speaking to from doing stuff, like at one point I was trying to
For now departing Crewe, the next stop is Warrington Bank Quay. We'll be alighting the train.
We do the average commute. Well, I do the average commute.
I mean, he gets it early. But I think he did that in undergrad too.
Yeah, he got too dissimilar actually. I can't remember what he did in undergrad, but
It was like a 45-minute train ride and then like an hour's walk.
because the idea was supposed to be he stayed at his parents when he needed to do experimental, like he'd stay for 3 days and then come home. But he said, well, I'm travelling enough anyway that the extra distance actually.
Welcome on board Virgin Trains. We'll be travelling to Glasgow Central, calling at Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Penrith, Carlisle.
Yeah, he used to complain about it in undergrad because he also ended up a lot of the time like in the guard carriage or similar.
Yes.
Like propped up somewhere.
So, you know, you're there for 45 minutes, you don't really get anything done. And then you've got a how much drive on the other side.
Or walk, depending whether his parents pick him up or not. Because they always picked us up, but they obviously
Yeah.
couldn't do that every time he
Yeah,
comes back.
and the drive back depends, like how long that took depends on his mum, whether she wants to go shopping or whether, you know, all that. And I just didn't like it. But sometimes you get home, when I basically said, look, I'm trying it this way around before you go doing this commute every day. And sometimes you get home at the same time, or even later than you would have done if you'd come home here.
So this kind of thing.
Running
pictures
between
don't necessarily tend to be in sharp
Crewe
focus,
and
but
Warrington Bank
they'll
Quay.
do the trick. I'd like to get a better camera on it at some point.
I was trying to. Yeah, I've actually got a brick for that reason, like for the backup.
I don't always charge this overnight.
Yeah.
Like, because it's just like it will go for 2. I mean, it's beautiful, but it will still go for 2 days. From Pokemon going, it will go for the day.
Yeah.
But
That's still.
yeah, like my old phone, I couldn't Pokemon Go for more than an hour or 2 before I needed the power bank.
Well, I'm trying to be sensible with my money, but because I won that thing, that was like a payout, and I was like, I've got free money there. Like I could go buy something that I really want.
It's
So-
an unaccounted treat budget.
Yeah. So I've had multiple discussions with Chris about should I use this to buy something and splurge, or should I be sensible? And we're both told it's kind of like, oh no, really you should be sensible. You're always sensible. So why not be not sensible? But then also because
Otherwise-
everything's question mark for the next however long, you know.
Take a portion of it as a treat and then put the rest in savings. But obviously, I don't know what your finances are like. So.
Yeah. There's only a nothing like massive, but it's enough for a new phone, for example.
I mean, if you've already got money set aside, from the salary, you already have money set aside to do 2 months of write-up and London.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, you know,
It's more like a month and a half, but still, yeah.
yeah. But also, if you're planning also to have, if you're planning to have your thesis kind of, or your experimental stuff rounded off for the next.
You'll shortly be arriving at Warrington Bank Quay. Probably a light train.
Right, it's 8:28. I'm now here at Warrington Bank Quay. This is where I'll be changing trains for the brand new 0845 Virgin Pendolino service to Blackpool North, calling at Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North. It runs non-stop from Preston to Blackpool North. So here at Warrington Bank Quay, I've never been here before and I haven't got really time to go and look around, but never mind. So that's the train I'm catching, the 0845 Virgin Pendolino Service to Blackpool North. And since the May time overchanged, this train has been running. Just passing now, we have an 88. I was not expecting that to come through. Here comes my next train. This is the 0845 Virgin Pendolino Service to Blackpool North. It's 390 030. This is 390-130, operating the 0845 Virgin Pendolino Service to Blackpool North, on at Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North. We're now departing Warrington Bank Quay. The next stop is Wigan North Western.
Welcome on board Virgin Trains. We'll be travelling to Blackpool North, calling at Wigan North Western, Preston.
We will shortly be arriving at Warrington, no, sorry, wrong station, Wigan North Western. For now departing Wigan North Western, I got it right this time. The next stop is Preston.
Welcome on board Virgin Trains. We'll be travelling to Blackpool North, calling at Preston.
For now departing Preston, the next stop is Blackpool North, where this train will terminate. Now, prior to the May timetable change, this was not possible due to the line not being electrified, but now it's electrified. Which means Pendolino is now running to Blackpool North. This is now non-stop to Blackpool North.
Good morning and welcome on board this Virgin service to Blackpool North. My name is Georgette and I'll be serving you today in the shop. Why not pop along to the shop to take advantage of our meal deals, which comprises of a hot bacon roll, a hot drink and a snack for just £5.50, or any cake or biscuits with a hot drink, all yours for just £3.50. We also do white wine, red wine, beers, soft drinks, still waters, sparkling waters, cakes and biscuits. The shop is located in Coach C. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Another 156. Two of them actually. We're now running between Preston and Blackpool North. Just about to pass through Kirkham and Westsham. That's the line that goes down to Blackpool South. There's a site I'd never thought I'd see from a Virgin train. Blackpool Tower is in sight. There it is. I never thought I'd see it from a Virgin train. I'll be trying to get some closer photos of that. Just about to pass through Poulton-le-Fylde.
We're now approaching Blackpool North, which is our final stop.
When leaving us here, make sure you have all your luggage and belongings with you, and please mind the step down to the platform.
Thank you for travelling with Virgin Trains.
We will shortly be arriving at Blackpool North, where this train will terminate. We're now at Blackpool North. That's 319-380.
Right, it's 9:41. We're here at Blackpool North. We can now head down to the Heritage Trams and go and jump on the Heritage Trams. And hopefully later we'll go and do a bit of train spotting, watch another Pendolino come into Blackpool North. So we are currently walking down Talbot Road, I think this is what they call it. If you look in here, tram tracks. They're extending the trams from North here up to the train station. I'm not sure when it'll be open, but it looks absolutely fantastic. Hence why there's two new trams out. Hopefully we'll see them. So we're just heading down to North here to pick up the Heritage trams. So I am at North Pier. North Pier is behind me. There's the tower, and here's one of our, well, here's one of today's Heritage trams. Balloon 717. So I don't know what they've taken off, because there should be a standard tram. I'm not sure what else is out, but 717 wasn't on the allocation sheet today, so that's interesting. So I'm going to have a ride to Cabin, then I'll go down to Pleasure Beach to meet up with the other tram.
So we are now on the Blackpool Heritage Tours. I've just got my ticket. This is cost me £11.
and that gives me unlimited travel on heritage trams and the Flex 62 trams on the buses. So we're just going up to cabin, and then we'll turn around at cabin and go down to the pleasure beach, and I'll film when we're on the pleasure beach. But I'll film when we leave cabin. An hour later in cabin, heading down to Pleasure Beach.
the north bit. extension they're going to do. It's Blackpool North Station. There's a Flexity. Number 4. There's the other tram. That's the other one that's doing the tours, because there's usually 2 of them on it. I think that's pushed 621. So I'll wait for that in the pleasure bench. Central pin. There are 3 pins. There's another Flexity on number 14. This line here, certain points, goes down to Ricky Road Depot where these heritage trams are maintained. Passing South Pit, which is around the pleasure beaches. Comes tram 16.
It's now 10:18. I'm down at the Pleasure Beach. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for push car 621 to turn up and take that back to North Pier. Now here at Pleasure Beach, this is where you pick up the heritage tours when the illuminations are on, so you can go through the lights on the heritage trams. My advice is you get that £11 day ticket. It's fantastic value for money, and you can use it on the Flex City 2s. Unfortunately there isn't one here, so I can't show you what a Flex City 2 looks like. You can use it on the Blackpool transport buses as well. It's a good value ticket to have. I get it every time I come to Blackpool. Last time I came to Blackpool was in January. It was absolutely raining. And I had to catch a replacement bus service because they were electrifying the Preston line, well, Preston Blackpool line. And the heritage tram tours are every 20 minutes, but they alternate every other one. So for an example, 717 will be this one, and 20 minutes later will be the next tram, which is Pushcar 621. Then it would be 717, then it'd be 621. It alternates throughout the day. If you check on their website, the full details are on their website. I'll put their website details below. Certain weekends they do run gold weekends where they go all the way up to Fleetwood, which is where the Flex City 2s go. So if you come on a special gold weekend, that's when they're going up to Fleetwood, more regular, and there are at least 6 heritage trams out on those days, at least 6. I have been told 7 have even turned up at some one point. So we're now here at the Pleasure Beach, and when I get to North Hill, I'm going to walk up to Blackpool North to see if they'll let me on the platform to do some train spotting. There goes balloon 717. Here comes Bush 621, which is what I'm about to jump on to North Pier. Pleasure Beach. it's 10:50. We've now ridden both Heritage trams, which are out. I'm going to see if Northern will let me onto the platforms to film another Virgin Pendolino arriving into Blackpool North. This has been the second Pendolino of the day, because there's 3 of them. Right, it's 11:16. I've just been given permission off the station supervisor to do a bit of train spotting, so I've signed in and I'm wearing a high visibility jacket. One of the main reasons why I wanted to come to Blackpool is actually film the Virgin Trains Pendolino arriving in. There's actually one due in soon. Now the electric train wise, 319's running here. What I'll do when I get to the end of the platform, I'll explain the return train plan. Right, I'm at the far end of platform 1-ish. Platform 1 actually finishes there. Now over there is the depot. There's a couple of 319's. There's also a pacer in there. Now, train services, I'm not entirely sure what the service is because they're running a temporary timetable until the end of July. I think at the moment there is 1 train an hour which goes from here to Preston, which is 319 operated, which is over there somewhere. I think there's a train every hour to Manchester Airport, and that goes via Manchester Piccadilly. I think that's 319 operated as well, and I believe there is also a train that goes up to Manchester Airport. Oh, sorry, Manchester Oxford Road via Bolton, which I believe 156 is of that service, and of course Virgin Trains operate 4 services a day from Monday to Friday from here to London Euston. The first one in the morning is operated by Voyager. When that gets to Crewe, it joins onto another Voyager, so it forms 10 coaches, and the other 3 are Pendolinos. We've come off one of the Pendolinos, and there's one due soon, so we'll film this other Pendolino coming out. Well, coming in actually. I think the Pendolino is coming on platform 1. Well, it's certainly going platform 1 because mine came in on platform 1. Let's have a look at the station. This is absolutely amazing. Last time I came down here on the platforms, there was a class 37 on platform 1. Thank you to Northern for letting me on the platforms. There's actually 2 319's. I think one's the Preston and the other's the Manchester Airport via Wigan. Now it's time to explain the return train plan. I'll have to check on my phone because the timings are different now since I've changed the timetable. We're going to be catching the 16:32 Northern service to Preston, which will be 319. Don't know which one. It might be that one over there actually. That goes at Poulton-le-Fylde Preston. We're due to Preston for 17:01, then we're going to do an hour's train spotting at Preston. And we're going to catch the 1817 Virgin Pendolino Service to London Euston, take them as far as Wolverhampton, calling at Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Quay, Crewe and Wolverhampton, which are there at 19:33. Then we're on the 19:43 ARRIVA Trains Wales Service to Chester, taking that one to Telford Central, going out Telford Central. That will be a pair of Class 158s. Out of the new trams, there's 2 new ones, 17 and 18. I've seen 17, but I believe 18's also out as well. Hopefully I'll see that. So I'm going to do a little bit of train spotting, and yeah, it's quite nice here, because this was all done over the blockade between November and end of March. They electrified it, so which means 319s and Pendolinos can come in here. And I've also electrified the depot. Now, the Pendolinos don't actually come from here, they go back to their depot. There goes 150-011. 484, going to Manchester Road by Bolton. Usually it's a pair of 156s, but they've got 150 on it. Next out, the 11:32 Northern service to Preston.
319, 380. Next out with the 1138 Northern service to Manchester Airport via Manchester Piccadilly. So 319. Three 6-9. Here comes a pair of 150s terminating, unless they're on empty stock. But one of them is a used to be GWR one. Supposed to be terminating from Manchester Oxford Road. 150, 130. And 150, 222, terminating from Manchester Oxford Road. Just coming in now is the Virgin Pendolino arriving in from London Euston. This is only the second Pendolino of the day. If anyone's interested, that's 390,044. So the question is, can you get a Virgin Pendolino on platform 1? The answer is yes, you can. Loads more space. I think the next one comes in about 1 o'clock, I think. I ain't too sure actually. Alright, it's 12:10. I'm currently walking down Talbot Road again. There's the new tram extension, well, will do. I think that's the Winter Gardens over there. I'm hoping Northern will let me back on the platforms to film the other Virgin Pendolino going out. Then I can say I've seen all 3 of them today. Hopefully. I might go and have a couple of rides on the ARRIVA trams. There's the work they're doing for the new extension. That's why trams 17 and 18 are here. Hopefully I'll see 18.
What do you expect with
We're now on board tram 11, moving the tower down to the pleasure beach.
This tram is for Stargate, Central Pier.
Where's the email come from?
So the coaches trams go to sleep.
That's right, included evening Jack. Yeah, if you
Lost
could.
sleep.
Well, okay. That's all right. Come on. Jack's working, isn't he? September, yeah.
A weekend? Not a weekend. He's not up to watch.
To be honest, it's actually nice to come to Blackpool and not having rain.
Sunday.
One night off, one day off, 2 months time.
First come 16.
That's how to walk with you, feel the bag.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was just like, did you forget the taxi?
There's one of the Otis trams. Push 6 to 1, which means balloon 717 is down on the pressure beach. Jump on an Otis tram in a minute. There goes tram 10. That's going down to Stargate. Time for another bash on balloon 717. Second time I've had this today. I'll be honest, I've never been on this outer line.
another Flexity. It's number 11. Congestion coming up. We're behind a Flexity 2. Here comes a Flexity. Oh, looks like I've got to sit down the North Pier now. It's tram 18. At least I know where it is. Tram 4. I'm just waiting for tram 18 to turn up. So here we have tram 18. It's the one I needed for a photo. With one of two. So I've now seen both trams I needed for a photo. I've seen 17. If we haven't seen it on camera, I will put a photo of 17 in right now. And then I'll film tram 18 leaving. So I've now seen all 18 Flexi 2 trams. Tram 18 has just departed. So I've now seen all 18 Flexi 2 trams in Blackpool. So I came here, needed to, seen to both of them. Brilliant. So means when I come down for the illuminations, I'm only interested in the heritage trams now. Well, of course I'm interested in the Flexi 2 trams, they're brilliant. But now I've seen all 18 of them. Now we've seen the last 2 trams, which were both needed for a photo. If I haven't put 17 in the video, I'll put it in as a photo just before the other tram went up. And so I'm hoping, well, currently on the North Pier at the moment, well, ish. Right, it's 15:54. I'm back on Blackpool North train station. I've signed in again, so I've got the high visibility jacket here. We've got another Pendolino, which is 390-134, which means I've now seen 3 Pendolinos in Blackpool North, all 3 of them today. 2 of them have been 11 coaches. The one I came up on was 11 coaches, this is 11, and the other one was 9 coaches, which was in the new livery. So we've seen 2 Pendolinos, well 3 Pendolinos come into Blackpool North. I want to film this one going out. I want to do train spotting for about an hour. I'll sign out about 4 o'clock, well about 4:45, or 5, probably about 4:45, and then I'll go, well I'm going to get something. It's been a fantastic day in Blackpool, and we're going to do about a bit of train spotting once we get to Preston. Then we'll jump on one of these from Preston to Wolverhampton, then it'll be a class 158. Just before this Pendolino goes out, that's the end of the platform. So the 9 cars can go, now the 11 carriages can get on. There's a bit of space for it. So I'll film this Pendolino going out. There goes 390-134, working the 1500 Virgin Pendolino Service to London Euston. There goes 150-011. It's got 156 working a service to Manchester Oxford Road via Poulton. The rear one is 156 484. Give us a 319 terminating. It's 319 380, which I think is terminating from Preston. Next out, 319 380 with a service to Preston. I think this is my train out of Preston.
319-369 working a northern service to Manchester Airport via Manchester Piccadilly. Here comes those 150s we saw earlier, the old GWR1 terminating from Manchester Oxford Road. 150, 130 and 150, 222. Right, it's 15:49. I'm now going to sign out at Blackpool North. I've had a good hour here, then I had a further 50 minutes earlier, well 40 minutes. I've done quite well to get 2 train spotting sessions, and the main thing is I've seen all 3 Pendolinos today, which is fantastic. I've also seen 2 trams needed. What we're going to do, I'll sign out Blackpool North and I'll go and board our train at 16:32 Northern Service to Preston. And then when we get to Preston we'll do some train spotting. Here's my train back to Preston, 319, 380. And it's the second time I've been on a 319. This is 319, 380, operating the 16:32 Northern Service at Preston, from Poulton-le-Fylde and Preston. We're now departing Blackpool North. The next stop is Poulton-le-Fylde. There's the depot, the 319 stable. Leighton Station. We will shortly be arriving at Poulton-le-Fylde. We're now departing Poulton-le-Fylde. The next stop is Preston, where this train will terminate.
I'm praying that the talks don't go well.
Well, I'm resting at the wall with things that's I've already made myself available for Saturday. Before the sport. And now I can pull off more. Still in my company.
Yeah, I can't see what they would do to stop us.
You do wonderful. The back half when it happened. But at least you got a fighting chance of something that you do back half and isolated. I think the danger is place
Just passing Kirkham and Wesham. We will shortly be arriving at Preston, and arriving to Preston, this train will terminate. Goes 31938, it's the train I just got off. Now 17:08, we're here at Preston. On this firm, I'm going to be changing trains onto the 1817 Virgin Pendolino Service to Wolverhampton. Service to London Euston, takes us to Wolverhampton. Calling up Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Quay, Crewe and Wolverhampton. So I'm going to do a little bit of filming whilst we're here at Preston. So it goes 156480 in the ARRIVA livery. Looks quite nice. That goes 158902, working a northern service to Poulton-le-Fylde. That goes 319377, working a service to Blackpool North. Trains to 1817 Virgin Pendolino Service to London Euston I, 390049. This is 319049, operating the 1817 Virgin Pendolino Service to London Euston to as far as Wolverhampton. Calling up Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Quay.
1817 Preston train service to London Euston via the West Midlands. Service called Wigan North Western, Warrington Bank Quay, Crewe, Wolverhampton, Stanley Dudley, Birmingham New Street. Birmingham International Commentary, London Central Watford Junction, arriving London Euston 21:37 this evening.
We're now departing Preston. The next stop is Wigan North Western.
ساعت دیگه باید برم تازه با اینکه قطار رو سوار شد. اون نزدیکه، اون چیزی نیست. اون یه قطاره نیم ساعت دیگه. نیم ساعته تا خوب دارستوک. اون سوار میشم درست. این طولانیه. پدرم داره من تو قطار دستم سرم درد میکنه. چی؟ فضولی کی هستی؟ خبر همه رو داری. فضولی کی هستی؟ نرفتی میتی بهت زنگ نزد چرا نمیای؟ چی بهش گفتی مگه؟ فردا برنامه چیه؟
Now departing Crewe. Our next stop is Wolverhampton.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, 1901 Virgin Trains departing from Crewe to London Euston by the rolling green hills of Wolverhampton. Service calls at Wolverhampton, Poulton-le-Fylde, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Milton Keynes Central, Watford Junction, arriving London Euston 21:37. Standard class towards the centre and rear, coach C unreserved, first class HJK at the front. No smoking, this includes the toilets and vestibules. Please do take a moment to make yourselves aware of the onboard emergency procedures. Information available in each vestibule door area. If you notice anything suspicious on the train, please contact a member of the onboard staff. Text British Transport Police on 61016. First stop Wolverhampton, 1933, service on time departing Crewe.
There's a 345, 345 043. Taxi 025. Another 345. Three, four, five, 444. Just about to pass through Stafford.
Wolverhampton.
We will shortly be arriving at Wolverhampton. When we're lighting the train. Now we're going to make a quick dash over to platform 1 to go and catch the 1943 ARRIVA Trains Wales Service to Chester. Takes us to Telford Central, and now Telford Central. A 10-minute connection.
The next train to arrive at platform 4 will be the 1937 West Midlands Railway service to Birmingham New Street, St Roberts Dudley and Birmingham New Street. This train has 4 carriages.
There's the train I've just got. Made it. It took me about 2 minutes. I've been joined by a fellow YouTuber. Hello Ben.
Hello.
What's your YouTube channel?
Benji's British Railway Journeys.
Go and watch his journeys featuring in this Blackpool episode. I wonder what train we're going to have on the ARRIVA. Will it be 841? Got a good feeling it will be. Here comes my train. This is the 1943 ARRIVA Trains Wales Service to Chester. Oh, hello 158828 again. Had you this morning. So who have you got on the back? Who's your new friend? 158. We're going to go and do 834. For now leaving Wolverhampton, the next stop is Telford Central.
Waffles on these, isn't it?
Yeah, it's working as well.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I've just sent you. I like that.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. It's one thing I missed about me Samsung J5. Samsung J5 used to do a good app, but that I don't have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Really disappointed.
Wow.
I've got the S7.
Have you?
Yeah. Gearbox, this is the 117.
Really?
Yeah. Hard. Just about to pass through Oxley. Doubt there'll be any Pendolinos in it. Usually isn't at this time of day. Nope. Nope, none at all. We are now arriving into Telford Central. I'll film this train going out. Right, it's 20:04, I'm back at Telford Central. I'm now going to walk over to the Telford Town Centre and I'll wrap the programme up when I get to the Telford Town Centre. So as you know, if I catch the ARRIVA after walking to Town Centre or I get before to town, then I risk missing the free. So if I get time, I'll wrap it up at the Telford Town Centre. Right everyone, I'm back at the Telford Town Centre. I'm now going to end this episode 16. Today we went to Blackpool North, went on the brand new Virgin Trains Service. So we got the train from Telford to Wolverhampton, and Wolverhampton to Warrington Bank Quay. Then we jumped on the new 0845 Virgin Pendolino Service to Blackpool North. We went to Blackpool North. If you do want to use it, you can do actually. I'll put the running paths from real-time trains in the description below so you can see what time the Virgin Pendolino is running to Blackpool North. The train was very quiet because the guard told me. It was very quiet. When I got to Blackpool, I went on the trams. I went on Loons 717 and Bush car 621, which is one I needed for a photo. I also saw tram 17 and 18 after having a ride on the heritage trams. I went up to Blackpool North to film the second Virgin Pendolino arriving into Blackpool North. That one arrived at 11:54, and then went back on the heritage trams for a bit, and then about 2:30 went up to Blackpool North and saw the other Virgin Pendolino departing this time. So I saw all three of them. I jumped on a 319 to Preston. We saw a Class 158 and the RAF liveried 156 480. And then jumped on my Virgin Pendolino to Wolverhampton and met up with one of my mates, Ben Barlow. Nice chap he is. Good to have a catch up with him. That's why I didn't do much filming between Wolverhampton and Telford. That's it from me. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Episode 17's journey is an Elcott Roislin journey. We're going to Bath near Bristol. We've been to Bath before. Apart from when we went, it was raining and we was on holiday in Cardiff. So we're going to Bath, and to be honest, there are quite a few Elcott journeys this year on Travel Journeys, including, I'm going to reveal it now, you can have that coming up, music coming up now. We're doing the Blackpool Illuminations, yes. Blackpool Illuminations is back later on in the series. If you want to see that video, subscribe to me. Click on the subscribe button down below. Or if you're watching on a telly, I don't know where the subscribe button is. And if you want to get notifications, click the little bell as well. So don't forget to subscribe to Travel Journeys. That's it for me. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Details are coming up next, and I will see you for Bath on episode 17. Bye for now.